Alright guys, so first things first, we're going to start off with a eyeshadow primer or a base. I did use a eyeshadow primer. The eyeshadow primer of choice that I use is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. That was applied all over my eyelid as well as up into the brow hair. And then the next thing we're going to go in with is my eyeshadow base, and the eyeshadow base that I'm using is called Soft Ochre, and Soft Ochre is a paint pot from MAC Cosmetics, and I'm going to take that on my flat shader brush and apply this all over the mobile eyelid area. You can apply it with your brush and then blend it out with your finger if you would like. And then remember to also apply this on the bottom of your eye, which would be the bottom lash area. Now that we have our primers and or bases on, the next thing you want to go in is what is called a transition color. The color I'm going to use is Dance the Tides, and it's a NYX matte eyeshadow. And Dance the Tides is going to be simply applied to the crease of my eye. And this is going to allow the color to get placed on the eye to help everything else blend seamlessly. It's going to give a little bit of color to the crease, but it's pretty much there to aid in helping everything else blend a lot more effortlessly and naturally, I guess you could say. It's going to give it a natural transition from the color that's applied to the mobile lid to the brow bone highlight, okay? So I'm going to simply apply this to the middle of the eye, or what would also be considered your crease. And most of the color is going to be focused here using circular motions. I'm now going to apply my highlight color, which would also be my brow bone color. And the color I'm using is Brulee. It's a matte eyeshadow color, and it's from Wet n Wild Cosmetics. You can pick it up from your local drugstore. I'm going to use a flat shader brush and simply pat this on the highest point of my eyebrow bone. If you want, you can blend it a little bit forward, but I tend to leave that color focused mainly here. Now what you will want to do is take that same brush that you applied your transition color with and just simply blend the ends of your the brow bone color and your transition color together. Okay, so the first color that we're going to work with on the mobile eyelid area is from the Coastal Scents Smokey eyeshadow palette, and it's going to be the light blue color in the palette. On my flat shader brush, I've already applied the eyeshadow, and I've taken my Fix Plus. If you have a spray bottle with some water in it, I've already wet the brush with that eyeshadow on it. The purpose of that is to just allow the eyeshadow to be packed onto the eyelid, and it's going to prevent fallout, but it's also going to make the eyeshadow a little more vibrant because this tends to have a little bit of shimmers in it. So you're going to apply this to the mobile lid area, and you're going to leave out the very end portion of your eye, and then you're just going to simply apply it to the bottom lash area as well. It's now time to go in with a matte purple eyeshadow using the same Coastal Scent Smoky eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use this brush right here. It's my Sedona Lace EB15 brush. It's just like a pointed angle brush, and I'm going to use that purple eyeshadow on the outer V of the eye. So what you're going to do is simply just pat that eyeshadow on, and you want to do it creating a V on the outer portion of your eye. The reason you're patting is because, again, you want to make sure that you're not using swiping motions until you get most of the color off your brush, again, to prevent fallout. Just simply pat that color on using the brush. And then you can also take and apply some of that brush, remembering to always tap the excess color off of your brush first and apply it to the lower portion, the lower outer portion of your eye as well. Now you want to start working on blending the edges of that harsh color out. I'm going to use my Flawless concealer brush. This is by e.l.f. And I'm going to softly begin to use circular motions and blend out that purple color. You can use your other eye as a guide just to see where you need to blend at. Out of that same Coastal Scent Smoky eyeshadow palette, we're going to use a matte black. And that matte black color is going to be applied using that same brush that we used for the purple. And the black color is going to be applied on the actual crease. We're going to blend it in the crease, and we're going to try our best not to blend it anywhere else. Make sure that you tap the excess color off of your brush and just simply place that color into your crease. It's almost like creating a line with your brush to separate where your lid and the rest of your eye is. Just look at it that way, like you're creating a line. And you want to pat that black color on. Again, you want to make sure that most of the color is focused here, because when we blend it, we want that smoky effect to be pulled out this way. Now you want to take that same big fluffy blending brush with a little bit of purple eyeshadow on the brush. You want to softly blend the purple right here where it was on your mobile lid. And then you want to blend out the edges of the black. Make sure that the black color right here isn't touched, but just the edges that tend to come up here. So you want to use the purple to blend out the soft edges of the black, okay? Alright, so the next color we're going to go in with is for the tear duct area. And I'm using my Maybelline The Nudes Collection palette. And out of that palette, I'm actually going to use the color that's on the top left-hand corner. And it's just a really nice, pretty pearlescent color. And this is going to be applied to the inner tear duct with a wet brush. The purpose of this is just to bring a little bit of light to the eye. And again, you want to make sure that your brush is wet when you apply it. Okay, so the next couple of steps I'm not going to do on camera. I'm just going to simply explain them. We need to apply some eyeliner. The eyeliner of choice is the Jessie's Girl Liquid Eyeliner. Comes in a silver tube, and I purchased this last year from Rite Aid, so I'm not sure if you can find it anymore, but definitely by all means use what you have, okay? Once we're done with the eyeliner, we are going to curl our lashes. You don't have to, but that's what I like to do. I curl my eyelashes with a eyelash curler, and then I'm going to go in with some mascara. The mascara I'm going to use is the Voluminous Miss Manga, and the color I'm using is Black is Black. And I'm going to apply one coat of the mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and I'm then going to go in with some eyelashes. The eyelashes I'm going to use are from Salon Perfect. I purchased them from Walmart, and they are the Demi Wispy lashes. I'm going to apply one strip of the lashes to my top lashes, and then after that, make sure you again go in with the mascara on your bottom lashes if you didn't do it prior to applying them, okay? So I'm going to do all of that, and then I'll be back. I also wanted to let you guys know I did apply some liner to my waterline, and the eyeliner that I applied to my waterline is the Rimmel Scandal Eyes. Excuse me for looking down, I'm looking for it. Is the Rimmel Scandal Eyes Waterproof Kohl Pencil, and that one is in brown. So I have a brown pencil on my waterline. Now, as far as my face goes, I did already prep it, and the primer that I use is the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. and that was applied all over my face. So I'm going to use my CoverGirl Queen All Day Flawless 3-in-1 foundation. The number that I'm using is Q800. This is a shade that's slightly off because it's summertime, but in the wintertime this would match perfectly. Q805 would have been perfect, but Q800 is what I'm going to use, and I just simply pumped it on the back of my hand. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques, actually no, I'm going to use my Sedona Lace 480 brush, okay, and apply this to my face and just stipple this all over, okay. And don't forget to bring it down to the neck. Alright, now that we have the foundation on, we're going to go in with our under eye concealer. I'm going to go in with a shade lighter just to give a nice pretty highlight under the eye. I'm going to use my Maybelline New York. This is the Fit Me concealer, and the shade that I'm in is 25, well, the shade that I'm going to use is 25 medium. So again, this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm going to simply apply this under the eye area in a triangular motion. I'm sure you've all seen this before. And I'm just going to use my Sigma Precision Tapered P86 brush and just simply use this to blend it out. Now I'm going to use this to apply the concealer where I want it, but then I'm going to use my ring finger to softly blend everything out. Okay guys, so now it's time to set the under eye concealer. I'm going to use my MAC set powder, and I'm going to use my RC Cosmetics pointed brush. This one doesn't have a name or a number on it, so I'm just going to simply set my under eye concealer with this powder and brush. To contour my face, I'm going to use the NYX matte bronzer, and the shade that I'm using is Deep Tan. It's MBB05 Deep Tan, and I'm going to use the NYX matte bronzer with my MAC 138 brush, and I'm just going to simply contour my cheekbone area, my temples and forehead, and just bring whatever is left over on the brush into my chin and neck area. For my cheek color, I'm going to use the Sonia Kashuk Goddess Illuminating Bronzer. This is number 40 Goddess. And again, it's the Sonia Kashuk Illuminating Bronzer. I purchased this from Target. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques blush brush and apply this to my cheekbone area. For my highlight, I'm going to use my MAC Double Definition powder, and this is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish powder, and I am going to use that same MAC 138 brush and apply it to the highest point of my cheekbone, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, forehead, and anywhere light would naturally hit. You could also wet your brush and use this highlight wet as well, but I'm going to do it dry. Now it's time to do the lips. I'm going to go in with a lip liner. The lip liner I'm going to use is the Milani Easy Liner for Lips Retractable Pencil. And this one is in Sugar Plum. I really like these Jordana liners. I purchased this from Walgreens. And then the lipstick of choice is going to be from the Maybelline Nude collection, and it's 955 Espresso Exposed, okay? So I'm going to go in, line my lips with the liner, and apply the lipstick, and I'll be back. Alright loves, I'm done. This is the completed look. You don't have to go in with such a dark lip if you don't want to, but I do think that it gives a different twist to the look. And on top of that, I was inspired by my daughter's Barbie doll. So this is where the look came from, and I think my daughter is going to be absolutely thrilled when I go downstairs and show her the look that I created from her Barbie doll. And I just thought that the dark lip and the purple and blue was just really pretty. So it kind of gives you some of that summer, but then it does give you a nice transition into fall. But I hope you dolls enjoyed the tutorial as always, and until next time, have a gorgeous day, dolls. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.